Naoya Inoue is set to return to the ring on September 14th in what could be the toughest challenge of his legendary career as he defends his undisputed junior featherweight championship against former unified title holder Murodjon Akhmadaliev. The fight will take place at the brand new Aichi International Arena in Nagoya, Japan, marking another historic moment in Inoue's storied career. What makes this matchup particularly intriguing is that Inoue himself has called Akhmadaliev his most dangerous opponent to date, a statement that carries significant weight coming from a fighter who has dominated every division he's entered. The boxing world is buzzing with anticipation as this clash between two elite champions promises fireworks, with both men coming off impressive knockout victories in their last outings to set up this high-stakes unification bout. Shingo Inoue, Naoya's father and trainer, who was recently awarded WBA Trainer of the Year for 2024, has been surprisingly open about the threats Akhmadaliev presents. Unlike some previous opponents where the Inoue camp projected quiet confidence, Shingo has been vocal in his praise for Akhmadaliev's skills, describing him as a complete fighter with no obvious weaknesses. The veteran trainer specifically pointed to Akhmadaliev's championship pedigree, powerful combinations, and ability to adapt mid-fight as qualities that make him particularly dangerous. This level of respect from Team Inoue tells us they're preparing for a real battle, not just another routine title defense. The fact that Akhmadaliev's only career loss was a controversial split decision adds even more intrigue to this matchup. The Marlon Tales connection adds another fascinating layer to this already compelling matchup. Both Inoue and Akhmadaliev have faced the tough Filipino fighter with vastly different results. Akhmadaliev suffered his sole professional defeat against Tales in a close, hard-fought battle, while in no par dominated and stopped Tales to become undisputed champion. Shingo Inoue believes this history will give Akhmadaliev extra motivation as the USA's fighter sees this as his chance to prove he belongs at the very top of the division. MJ isn't coming just to participate, Shingo noted. He's coming to reclaim what he believes is his. This psychological element could make Akhmadaliev even more dangerous than usual, fighting with something to prove against. The pound-for-pound superstar, Akhmadaliev, earned this title shot in emphatic fashion with a brutal knockout of Luis Castillo in May, a performance that reminded everyone why he was once a unified champion. Shingo Inoue has been particularly impressed with how Akhmadaliev has evolved since his loss to Topples, noting improvements in his footwork and defensive responsibility. The veteran trainer pointed out that Akhmadaliev's ability to cut off the ring and deliver punishing body shots could pose unique problems for Naoya. He's not just a power puncher, Shingo explained. He's a smart pressure fighter who knows how to break opponents down round by round. This assessment suggests we might see a different approach from Inoue compared to his recent fights where he's been able to overwhelm opponents early. Training camp for this fight has reportedly been one of the most intense of Naoya's career, with Team Inoue leaving no stone unturned in their preparation. Showdown revealed they've brought in multiple southpaw sparring partners to mimic Akhmadaliev's stance and style, focusing particularly on neutralizing the USA's dangerous left hand. The camp has placed special emphasis on footwork and angles, looking to exploit what they believe are small but significant defensive flaws in Akhmadaliev's game. Speed will be our advantage, Shingo said, but we can't rely on it exclusively. This level of detailed preparation shows how seriously they're taking the threat Akhmadaliev presents, with Naoya reportedly in the best shape of his career for this challenge. The fight taking place in Nagoya adds another interesting dynamic, as Inoue will be fighting in front of a home crowd at the spectacular new Aichi International Arena. While some fighters might feel added pressure in this situation, Shingo believes it will bring out the best in his son. Naoya thrives when the lights are brightest, he stated, recalling his son's legendary performances in Tokyo and elsewhere. However, the trainer was quick to point out that Akhmadaliev is no stranger to hostile environments, having fought around the world throughout his career. This combination of factors, the home crowd advantage versus an opponent, unfaced by travel, creates an intriguing atmosphere for what promises to be an electric night of boxing. Shingo Inoue has been particularly focused on the mental preparation for this fight, knowing that Akhmadaliev's durability and championship experience mean this could be a long night. Unlike some of Na's recent opponents who folded under pressure, Akhmadaliev has shown he can go deep into fights while maintaining his power and precision. People forget MJ went 12 hard rounds with Daniel Roman in there. Classic unification fight. Shingo reminded reporters this endurance factor has led Team Inoue to prepare for multiple scenarios, including the possibility of their first decision victory in several years. The mental toughness required for a potential war of attrition could be just as important as the physical preparation for this bout. Interestingly, Shingo hinted that this fight might not follow the pattern of Naoya's recent explosive knockouts. While the monster has been dispatching opponents in devastating fashion, Akhmadaliev's defensive skills and ring IQ might force a more tactical approach. We're preparing for everything, Shingo said, from an early knockout to a 12-round chess match. This adaptability will be crucial as Akhmadaliev has shown he can adjust his style mid-fight, something that gave Tali's problems in their encounter. The possibility of seeing Naoya in a prolonged competitive fight for the first time in years has added even more excitement to this already highly anticipated matchup. The stakes for Naoya's legacy couldn't be higher as he continues to build his case as boxing's pound-for-pound king. A dominant win over a quality opponent like Akhmadaliev would further cement his status, while even a competitive fight could raise questions after years of sheer dominance. Shingo acknowledged this pressure but expressed complete confidence in his son's ability to rise to the occasion. Every great champion faces these moments, he said, and Naoya has always delivered when it matters most. With potential super fights on the horizon,